Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Video TrueNerd, and welcome back to Vampyr, where apparently I have to attend my own sister's funeral, which is going to be awkward for various reasons, actually. Like, for one, I was the one that killed her. For two, my mother's going to be there, and I think my mother probably thinks I'm dead as well. So, yeah, this is going to be an interesting one, whether I'm going to use, like, a ridiculous disguise or something. Although, before I go there, I just want to quickly nip into Whitechapel, because on account of some maybe slightly bad decisions I made previously when I was visiting. Yeah, actually, there's a bit of a concern going on here with how bad everything is. And, oh yeah, you're a bit on the tough side, aren't you? No. Let's just quickly drink a nice little thing here. There we go. Oh, you're very resistant to blood, though. Right, and go! And go. And then probably dance away at this point. No, oh! Did not quite dance in time. And go. One more. Grab him. Get the old blood in. Get some healing going on. This will all do for me. Lovely. And now probably... Oh, he fell down. Well, this is a good opportunity to do some healing. Lovely. Hello, no, come back. Come back, it's fine. Here, have some blood magic. Doesn't do that much, but it'll do. Excuse me. No, I'm over here. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, as it turns out, the area is now full of blood and vampire hunters and all sorts of people that are bad in general. Okay. So, that was probably to be expected, because this whole area is apparently critical. So now there's, yeah, blood and chaos in the streets, and the merchants aren't happy and everything's bad. Right, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but I'm busy attending my sister's funeral today, so I guess I'll just leave you to it. And even more worryingly, yeah, Pembroke Hospital itself has dropped from, what was it, secure, to just stable. So, none of this is good. The decision I've made possibly didn't help, but then maybe there was no good solution to that particular problem. And this area is apparently flipping critical as well. Oh dear, you've got to be careful, otherwise everything goes wrong. Who are you guys? That is level 14 rookie, resistant to being shot. Other than that, nothing too bad. Right, get in there. 2 and 3. We'll finish off you. Now get round this side. Now back off, because a good blood spear right into the middle of both of them will do beautiful work. Ah, you are resistant to most things. Okay, let's see if we can just get ourselves one blood spear. Nice, thought so. And I think I saw you over there. No. Good dodge by me, if I do say so myself. So, turns out there are flipping vampire hunters everywhere. And I guess it makes sense that their numbers would get higher as they... Excuse me, who are you? Who are you exactly? Okay, whoever you are, apparently you're a bit on the bad side. Also, no, back off. Right, and... There we go. Any chance I could actually get him in the water? I'd like to get him in the water. That would be kind of hilarious, but maybe not. Also, what's this? Ah, I've been here before. Now this leads down into the sewers, so you can take sewer shortcuts if you want to. So you've got an overground and an underground option. But leave that for the time being. Hello. Get over to you. Boom. Ooh, you're a little on the tough side, aren't you? Well, actually, I think I know what that means. I need to stay away from you. No. And get in there. Get the bite in. I need the blood magic for you, please. There we go. And that does a lot more good work and just warp straight through your bullets. Down you go. And we're getting closer to... Yeah, problems. Who are you? Executioner. There's a rookie. Who else have we got? You over there. You're probably the best person to start with. Can I teleport straight through to you? Yeah, that will do. No, I want you dead before I deal with the other person. Right, now watch out for you. And get in there. Hit you. Boom. And now get some blood on you. I think I cancelled out you running out of stamina by trying to take your stamina off you again. Right, now put the sword away before you attend your sister's funeral. And as for the sister's funeral, in we go.
My dear sister, I don't know if I have the strength.
Okay, I've got to discreetly attend the funeral. Alright, what do we have? Right, so I'm going to begin discreetly attending a funeral by murdering zombies. Though, actually, there's also... Oh, hang on, there's someone that needs saving, apparently. Hell, no, I'll come and save you. Yes, I'm coming. Do I know where you are exactly? You're somewhere around here. Hello? Where are you? Ah, you guys around... Oh, you locked yourself in a thing. Very clever. Very clever indeed. Right, okay, and that... Okay, that was not really the angle I was looking for there. You go and finish you off and get over there. And another one. That did the job. Right, don't worry, madam, I've killed the baddies. Any chance you're going to give me something good? Yeah? Also, that's not really appropriate attire for a funeral. Like, white skirt, white gloves, nice jaunty hat. No. No, 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 no.
Are you all right, miss?
I don't know. Who were those people? They wanted to kill me. Why?
They've lost their minds in the epidemic. They won't come back for now.
You seem to know a lot about them, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm investigating this disease.
I am Xiaoxun. Thank you so much for helping me, Mr. Reed. I must go to the cemetery now. Goodbye.
Alright, we've actually got ourselves a character here. And I'm guessing she's going to be back. She's shown up at a point in the plot where I think, yeah, I couldn't mesmerise her. And there's 4 secrets about you I haven't learnt yet. So I'm glad I bothered to save you. Because apparently if you just don't do little side quests, like characters who have got quite a bit of story, you just miss them. Ah, yes, of course. Also, the crazy apocalyptic priest previously, he did mention that he'd sent one of his like little sub-priests or whatever they're called to this cemetery. So I'm guessing it didn't end well for him.
This man's far too old to be Samuel.
Alright, you look a bit younger, don't you?
No. By the look of his clothes, this man's a docker.
Alright, what about the guy right in front and centre?
Samuel isn't here. I had better follow the blood trail.
Alright. Follow blood trail. Well, I'm going to be honest, it feels like it leads to here rather than away from here. But I'll give it a flipping go. Yeah, here we go. So, we've got ourselves blood, 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 blood. Admittedly, blood in a cemetery during an epidemic in which lots of people are dying, and also there's 10 bajillion vampires, doesn't feel that weird to me, but maybe it is.
As I feared. Samuel no longer preaches the good word.
Right, so Samuel's a monster. Gotcha. And, oh, there he is. Yeah, there you go. I see you right there. And just get you. One more. Get you. Give him a bite. So he's resistant to... a bit resistant to that. So we'll just... Oh, blimey. Just got on top of me there. Right, give him a blood spear, because it's hilarious. And then just get around him. And then go, and then go. Oh, he's got quite a bit of stamina as Samuel. Luckily, if I just basically go in and swing with a full stamina bar, I can actually get him down before anything else. Then I can get some good hits in with my sword before I run out. And oh, there's more yet, right? Oh, that was well timed. That was some good timing right over there. I should probably leave him for last, though. And no! Okay, and another one. That'll do the job. Right, flipping there. And then, oh, you're one of the blinkers. Right, Samuel, take care of you. And I should really read this later, actually. No! Bloody hell. Go, go, go. Heal up. Because there's a blinker right there. Blinker right there. Yeah. Time does not pause while you're reading a diary. Hit him. Dead. Whew. That was close. So, as it turns out, it would appear that the priest and his pupil who became a vampire were going around murdering people. Like, they went into an abandoned whorehouse, found a couple of prostitutes who were sick from the epidemic, and poured fuel on them and then set them on fire. So, yeah, I think I know what I want to do next, actually. So back into the now critical Whitechapel. Yeah, everything's not great here. I can't help but notice that, yeah, as a result of my actions, there's something else here. Which is, if I turn right, there's an event. Something has happened. Something as a result of what I did. Question is, what is it? Oh, there's corpses everywhere. Right, so... may have possibly made a bit of a mistake here. And you're now just chilling out in the middle of the street.
Everything was going well until you arrived. Dorothy helped people and will be sorely missed.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. Here we go. It's the hospital. This is the same place where I visited, yeah, the clinic. Oh. Oh dear. It's all gone to hell then. And I don't have any actual... Yeah, I don't have any powers right now. Luckily, if I can just pin these two in the corner, I might be able to finish them both off. Yeah, nice. Finish them off nice and quick. Right, so that's what's happened here. The clinic has now been reduced to just... Yeah. Oh dear. This was a good clinic. And I've slightly reduced it to being a nightmare of the dead and infected. Oh, Dorothy. Oh, I thought I'd talked you into coming and working at the hospital. Oh, I've made a horrible mistake. Oh, Dorothy, I'm so sorry. If I'd have known that was about to happen, I could have just flipping... She's level 24 as well. Right. I guess we put her out of her misery. Given this was about to happen, I could have just fed on her. Oh dear. Oh, that didn't do much. That did not do much, and I need to not get hit by you. Okay, and perfect world. Okay, I can, however... Yeah, I can stun you and feed. And feeding is good, because feeding gives you time to get your stamina back, which is useful, because you can kind of keep people still if you've got no stamina. Just flipping just right. And oh, what the heck? Right, toss an ability at her and hold her steady. Hold her steady. Right, and go there. 2, 3, 4. Oh! She just two-shotted me. Oh, wow, she was powerful. So, as it turns out, I've turned Dorothy into an appalling horror because I tried to interfere in stuff I didn't understand because I'm just a newborn vampire. So, that was a mistake. Now, time to see how else I messed up. So, you crazy apocalypse preacher, I do know all about how you've been murdering people. So yeah, let's dig into this. Confess your crimes, you bloody idiot.
Tobias Whitaker, confess why you burnt those people alive.
I have done what no one was ready to do. I will smite the flesh of the unclean to protect the righteous.
Okay, slight problem. I can't mesmerize him. However, could I maybe do something else, like just straight up murder him? Because I'm ready to do that at this point. Why exactly was Samuel at that cemetery in the first place? What was your real plan here?
Why did you send Samuel to the cemetery, Tobias? What did you see there?
I sent him on a vision. A dream of a dreadful and laughing queen covered with blood. Sleeping with the dead and feeding on the fear of the dying.
Uh-oh. What on earth is that?
A laughing queen dressed in blood. Tell me more.
This epidemic is her feast, the announcement of her return. Against her, science is no more than a child's toy.
But who is she?
She is the mother of harlots and abomination of the earth. She is Babylon, drunk on the blood of the saints.
What the cock? Right, we've discovered something interesting about the graveyard, apparently. And yeah, let's actually get into your disciple, who I have found, and he's a vampire and I've killed him.
I have found Samuel, your disciple. I am afraid I have bad news.
I already expected the worst. He should already have come back. He is dead, isn't he?
Yes, he is now. The epidemic took him.
Samuel steadily made donations to our cause. He would have rewarded you himself if you'd found me in that awful cemetery.
And there we are. That investigation is technically succeeded. Hooray! Also, hang on. Excuse me. And get out the sword. Get out the sword. I cannot get out to the sword. Right. You're not allowed to get out the sword. So I've no way of killing this guy until I'm a high enough level to do it. But rest assured, if I get to that level of mesmerize, I'm coming back for you, you bloody lunatic. Right, back to the cemetery. Well, once again, I'm supposed to be attending my sister's funeral, but I can't help but, you know, pay attention to the fact that someone did specifically mention, you know, Queen of Whores, Babylon, something, something, something. So I wonder if that woman who I saved before might still be around. See if maybe, yeah, she is. Right, any chance you've got any more information? No, nothing for her yet. She's still, yeah, saying she has to speak to her husband. And I'm guessing, given there's no husband in sight, she probably means she needs to go and visit his grave. Gotcha. Oh, and this is slightly morbid. Clay Cox has a gravestone because I killed him. So he's literally been buried. Admittedly, this is pretty fancy. There's some random brawler and murderer and thug from the streets. That's quite a nice tomb right there. Not sure who paid for that. And I've not seen any sign of this weird Babylon thing that was mentioned to me, but possibly it's going to show up here as I approach the actual funeral.
Since I can't reveal myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony.
I'm going to guess, yeah, I can warp up there. That'll do the job. So, somewhere around here. And I'm guessing one of you that'll be the priest or something. I think I just saw a woman over there. Will presumably be my mother. And here we go. My sister's funeral. I'm so sorry I killed you.
He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We commend unto thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father, the soul of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Why kill my Mary and stick her here in this cold, god-awful place?
These are the legal requirements for the epidemic, madam.
Oh, Avery, I feel so tired. Please take me home.
Yes, madam.
Admittedly, I could have done a better job hiding. If she just glanced up, she totally would have seen me. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, I don't have to fight my somehow brought back sister, do I? I really hope not, that will be kind of badass too.
Oh, Mary. What have I done? If I could only change one thing. One thing. This is a nightmare.
Jonathan, there is nothing you can do but accept it.
What brings you here?
I thought you could use the company. I am so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
Oh, she showed up. I like the character of Lady Ashbury because she's kind of a monster, but she's also kind of likeable. So she's kind of interesting. She was kindness incarnate. I feel like a hypocrite. Sounds like a bad joke. Yeah, I don't actually know anything about her, so I'm going to say I feel like a hypocrite coming to mourn her when I'm the one that killed her.
I wish the tears would come. But I'm empty. And I feel a hypocrite.
Let your pain run free, Jonathan. Don't smother it. What you feel is your humanity. Don't be so quick to lose it.
She had been scouring the most dangerous parts of London in search of me. And it led to her death.
Jonathan, don't.
I still hear her last thoughts. They echo in my head. Her mind shattered, and it haunts me.
Jonathan, stop. Listen carefully. You must come to terms with this. You must learn to live with what happened.
Interesting. Yeah, tell me how. You've got some experience in this sort of thing, I'm guessing.
How is it possible? Tell me. Is it so easy to take a life every night, and then just smile and nod at those you spared?
Don't you see? You're doing the work of our enemies, feeding your remorse. We are weakest when we grieve, and the guilt blurs our senses.
And so this is why you're here. To warn me. You felt this pain yourself. You too have endured this.
I don't want to lose you, Jonathan. I've lost so many friends. Loved ones I cherished. Pray for Mary's forgiveness, if you must.
Okay. Fair enough. I'll follow your advice. You seem to be the one in the know.
Thank you, my lady. I will.
Good. But be careful. If I found you here, others may too.
What should I do then?
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the solace you need.
My lady wants me to confess.
No, Jonathan. It's you who wants to confess, I think.
Also, milady, how do you do the thing with your eyes? Because your eyes look like normal and human, and mine don't. I just look totally like a vampire. Like, are you wearing, like, contacts or something? Or is there, like, a special trick or upgrade I need to take? Because I feel like people could tell. And now I need to go to St. Mary's Church for a bit of a confession. But I'm not alone. Right. Well, I could go this way, or I could just back off and go the long way round. Or I could sneak around the top. That'd be pretty badass too. And aha, up here, this is a hideout anyway. Lovely. Right, so all I should need to do here is just drop off down over here. And if I'm right, yeah, just right round here. Loot round this side. That lets me bypass a couple of the guys who are on the street. Grab myself some... Oh.
And off to church he goes. A newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you? Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin. Forget your old, weaker self.
What do you want from me?
Uh-oh.
Ascalon does not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon?
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them, abide by them, or I shall return as your judge and jury.
Oh. Right.
These immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
And, oh, hello. What's going on over here? Is that vampires fighting what's a revered cane? I'm not sure, but I feel like I want to do some damage to it. And boom! Oh dear. Oh, it hits pretty hard, actually. Though I should be able to actually get some damage on him. Right, and blood. There we go. No, hold him steady. Hold him steady. And then just get some light hits in there. Fine. Get out of the flipping way. Use some blood on some healing there. And go. And blood. Oh! He's got a special thing. That is a concern, but I should be able to finish him off now. And then this guy should go down nice and easy. Down you go. Although there's another person with a gun somewhere.
This is not good news.
Yeah, but we knew about that already, because literally the first time we met Dr. Swansea, he had a crucifix, and it was terrifying and we couldn't look at it. So we've got to watch out for those guys, gotcha. And this brings me back round to... close by to, yeah, where I met Camellia last time, who... oh, I hope she's not dead. Because I liked her, she was good. Though it seems like, aha, thing right here, marvellous. Admittedly, if the guy inside is the insane priest who's been burning people, I'm not sure I want to confess to it.
Yes? You seem to me a good soul, Vicar. But this is a personal matter.
There are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort, consider me your chapel. For I can be as silent as stone.
I'm going to be honest, while he says this, I feel like if I actually came out and said, yeah, I'm a vampire and I murdered my sister and then attended her funeral and diddly diddly dee, I feel like actually he wouldn't be too understanding. Oh, go on. Just tell him all the details. Tell him all about the murder and the vampirism. Let's see how open-minded he really flipping is.
She was my sister.
You seem so troubled by the loss of this girl. What happened to her?
Well, yes, she was my sister. Hopefully you're not surprised by someone who's upset by their sister dying. Dear, oh bloody dear. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to straight up confess to it.
It was an accident. A terrible, terrible accident.
I see. And how are you feeling, my son?
Less hungry than I was before. I feel responsible she died because of me. Yep, let's just try and be as completely open as possible.
She died because of me. How do you think I feel?
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
Ask your question, Vicar.
What would you like her to know?
I promise to find those responsible. I swear it wasn't me. Please forgive me. Yeah, let's just go for straight up forgiveness.
I killed you. There's no excuse. My dear Mary, forgive me.
You have been heard, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are sincere. Go in peace now, and live your life in the way she would have wanted.
Alright. And apparently, with that personal business taken care of, it's time to head back to the hospital.
Remorse and pain are precious when binding you to the earth.
Hello, voice in my head!
You. I remember you.
Ooh. Hello there. Who are you exactly? I think I'm finally going to meet my maker, sort of. And it's a weird stag elf creature.
Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me. Made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
Alright, that's a bit of an odd saying. Yeah, let's see if we can just get him to just do some straight talking.
Riddles and rhymes. You took my life. Now you insult my mind.
Be stilled, my child. I bring understanding.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
Okay.
So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
How would Edgar be able to help you with this one? Edgar's just a scientist. He's nice and open-minded, but I'm not sure how you'd be thinking he could possibly help you with any of flipping this. Though it is worthy of note that yes, Lady Ashbury is rather conveniently placed right at the front door. I'm guessing you want me to speak to you. And I can't ask about the voice, but yes, I can say if she has any specific advice about ever revealing what we are to relatives.
I spied my mother at the funeral. Have you ever revealed yourself to a member of your family?
No, Jonathan. And I'd advise you even from thinking about it.
Okay. But yeah, in the case of my mother, she's going to die, you know, not too distant future. So does it really matter? In some ways? Because sure, I've stopped aging, but she probably realistically won't notice that.
What if I was close to someone and wished to tell them the truth?
Fear, loathing, disgust. And then they will plead to be turned. They will see it as salvation. Then there's the risk of gaining the attention of vampire hunters.
Oh, why do you get the feeling you just spoke from personal experience there, my lady? And oh dear. Oh. Right. Bad things today. Blood all over. Did you just eat that person? Like, right? Oh, you bloody well did as well. I bet you bloody did. Ah, by any chance, was that what's-her-face? Oh, yeah, that's what's-her-face. And I'll admit, this does seem a little bit more violent than I would expect, to be honest. Like, the bed overturned, blood smeared all over the ground. What the bloody hell happened here?
That Mr. Hampton killed Miss Jones in her room, then ran away.
And did you see all this?
No. I was working by the tents when it all happened. I only entered the room when they asked me to clean up the blood.
Wait, what? Hampton? Hampton was the... He was the flipping priest, wasn't he? What? Okay.
Did you see Sean Hampton leave the hospital?
I think I saw a silhouette exiting the hospital gates after the shouting started. At first I thought it was someone who was just scared, but... well, maybe it was him.
Right, I'm back to Dr. Swansea in that case. What have you got for me now, my good man?
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCallum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Okay.
Leave him, Jonathan.
What exactly is going on here?
This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned.
I'm beginning to get a bit suspicious of Swansea. He's got too many dubious friends. Yeah, you've got yourself friends with a vampire who you let just live in your hospital and feed on the patients. You've got whoever the hell that was just wandering around. You send me around on your missions. I'm starting to be a bit suspicious that Edgar Swansea might actually be the vampire who sired me and the secret mastermind behind everything, and all the rest of it's just an act. That's my working theory anyway.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
Yes, they figured out the truth. They're 100% right. You are indeed harbouring 2 known vampires and accidentally harboured a 3rd. And there's not that many people here.
Well, they are not far wrong. The hospital is almost crawling with vampires.
McCallum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
Alright. And apparently the sad saint of the East End, my next mission, would be to deal with Sean Hampton. I wonder if I could have figured out that was about to happen if I'd actually investigated him more thoroughly. So the East End docks. Is that where I actually started off, by the way? Apparently, well, those are the Western docks, so logically that'll be the East End docks over here, yes. So I passed through this area once before. Very briefly, now apparently the game wants me to head back there and have a bit more of an investigate. But first, I couldn't help but notice a few people downstairs suffering from fatigue, including several of the doctors and whatnot. So, good news, guys. Wait, did you just say... Did I just say flipping 13,000 experience somewhere? No, just 1,300. Boo. Well, regardless, good news. I'm going to give you a nice thing. So let's just quickly give you, a nice medical checkup. And there we go. That sorts him out. And now if I were to want to eat him, now would be an excellent time. But I probably shouldn't do that. So I think we see what's going on next. We are heading to the East End docks to find Sean Hampton. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I think you get the point. We'll leave things off here. I might just kind of see how these first 4 parts do, see if there's much interest in me cracking on and doing any more. If not, I might just kind of do it in my own time anyway, to be honest. But yeah, it's interesting. It's a bit of a mixed one, actually. Like, There's loads here I like. I think the script is good and the voice acting is good. I think it looks nice, the soundtrack is great, and I love the system of figuring out people's secrets and XP and disease and making choices and, like, you know, the difficulty of being entirely dynamic and all of that. Even if it doesn't make the slightest bit of sense, that, like, you know, people yield more XP as you know them better and as they're not sick, whereas, you know, the various people who you drain dry who are vampire hunters aren't worth anything, but whatever. Whatever, I'm sure it's all absolutely fine, and there's just lots of, like, nice, tiny stories. Like, you could rush through it, but I feel like actually there's joy in just wandering around and just enjoying, like, the little stories playing out. Like, you know, these two, when you first saw them, oh, she's a vampire and he's some guy who's a thrall. No, actually, she's not a vampire. She just thinks she is, and he's just playing along because he's so desperate for attention because he feels like everyone's ignoring him. He's just desperate to have someone in his life who pays attention to him. And that's just, yeah, that's pretty sad in its own way. There's lots of sad stories and all sorts of stuff going on here. There's lots of interesting things and loads of little sub-quests, and the world does seem to genuinely dynamically reflect what you're actually doing. Like those random extra events that showed up in Whitechapel because I made what was probably the wrong decision, then maybe there was no right decision to be made. It's similar to the system in Dishonored 1, except I'd say it works a lot better, because rather than low chaos and high chaos in Dishonored 1, which was actually very easy to game, you knew exactly what was going to happen. As long as you kept your murders to a minimum, everything was just hunky-dory. Here, sometimes there's no right or wrong answers, and it's actually difficult to figure out what the right or wrong thing to do is going to be. So, there's a lot I like here, even if sometimes it doesn't quite all gel together perfectly. But it's a fascinating, interesting game. I highly recommend it. It's well worth a look, I would say. Who knows, maybe it will return. I shall see how many people are interested in that sort of thing. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been many a true nerd. And this has been, I think, the absolutely excellent Vampyr. Thank you very much, and goodbye. No, sadly, I cannot be the Santa Claus of murder tonight. So apparently, even though this thing is... Oh, no, you can't. No, you most certainly can't. Okay. Is that the symbol meaning I'm about to pull her over? Yep, there we are. Oh! I feel like she didn't necessarily survive that. No, she's very dead.